Hello my friends, welcome back to Keto and the Chaos. On this channel, I like to share all my tips and tricks on how you can lose weight ketogenically, just like I did. So if that's what you're looking for, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stick around for more videos like this one to inspire you on your own keto weight loss journey. Welcome back everyone. In this video, I am checking in with you after my first week of eating maintenance calories after losing 200 pounds on a ketogenic diet. I hope that my words here will inspire you to start your own keto journey. Don't forget to check all the links in the About section for information on how you can get started on your own keto weight loss journey. So, how did it go this week, my first week on maintenance macros, and what did I decide to do? I don't want to give too much away because coming up in my DEXA scan video this week, you will get to see what happened at my DEXA scan, what the results were, and what I decided to do based on those results. Suffice it to say that I am alternating calories as of this week. I tried doing 1,800 calories on my non-exercise days and 2,300 calories on my exercise days. Eating higher fat was a little bit more complicated than I had originally thought. I've done this a few times, but before I was never trying to keep my protein lower. I was always just eating whatever I felt like eating, which was often a higher amount of protein and a higher amount of fat. This time I decided I wanted to try and keep my protein at the level that I had been doing. So my range was about 120 to 150 grams of protein. The first couple of days I exceeded that by a lot, and I thought, oh no, this is going to be a problem. I just have to make the switch from the fat loss burning keto mindset to the maintaining mindset, which means I have to eat all of the fat. Now, you who do high-fat keto are probably laughing at me now because that's probably what you guys do on the daily. But for me, I was always looking for higher protein, lower fat items of food to eat. So I eat a lot of chicken breast and mozzarella cheese and protein bars and things like that that all have a relatively low fat profile and high on the protein. So a lot of the things here in my house were contradictory or not really going to work well with these new macros that I was trying to bring in most of my calories from fat. So my first couple of days were really high in protein and I felt kind of nasty, and I didn't know if I consumed too much to like kick me out of ketosis. I just was really gassy. I don't know the deal, but like the first couple of days were kind of weird, and it might have just been, adding all the extra calories, adding all the extra food really quickly. Someone said I should do it slowly, and I don't really know why, and I didn't really have time for that because I needed to go right into maintenance, so I just went for it. So it took me a couple of days to kind of figure it out. I finally figured out that if I added some things to my normal food items, that would help. So I got me some cream cheese, started putting that in my chaffles, adding cream cheese on top of my chaffles, adding heavy whipping cream in my yogurt, getting the 5% yogurt instead of the 0% yogurt. What else did I do? I got some cheddar cheese, but it's not my jam. I got to see if I can find some more higher fat cheeses to use. I'm so used to using mozzarella because it's so mild flavored, and I really like that. But it's really low in fat, so that's not super helpful in doing it this way. Now, I want you guys to remember when my food video comes out, do not eat that way to lose weight. I mean, it's way too high calorie. So I'm, like I said, eating 1,800 to 2,300 calories, and that's way too much to lose weight. I don't think it's enough to gain weight, but you never know. So as far as the weigh-in goes, before we go into that, I did want to explain, especially if you are new here, because there's a lot of you. Where did you guys all come from? What just happened to my channel? Welcome, all the new people. It kind of feels weird and like almost uncomfortable because I feel like, oh, there's lots of new people watching me. I feel like I have to start over talking about everything and like explain everything all again. I don't have my like regulars just being here. I've got a lot of new faces, and I'm so happy that you're here, but I'm just like kind of overwhelmed with the whole thing. I don't exactly know what happened because like I put a video out 3-4 times a week, and that doesn't ever happen. And there's 30,000 views on my video from last Sunday. Yeah, that's a lot for me. That's a lot. And I'm so excited and happy and like overwhelmed and grateful. And yeah, so if you're new, I'm so glad you're here. But I guess I feel like I need to explain that the food videos coming out soon are going to be maintenance videos. I'm going to be showing you what I'm eating, just like I show you, and I'm going to label it in the playlist for maintenance calories so that hopefully you don't get too confused. If you are looking for the videos on how to lose weight on keto, I'm going to put those for you right up here. There's a little linky. See that little linky? Go click that. Click that. Okay. Now, those of you who are trying to lose weight can go and do that. And those of you who are just curious how my first week of maintenance went can stick around for the weigh-in. So before I go into that, I wanted to remind you guys, I do this weird thing, and I have done it from the beginning, where I retain water and I lose water and retain water and I lose water. And of course, last month, we thought we had it completely fixed by figuring out that I needed to bump up my potassium level. Now, I have to admit, I've been kind of lax about it because I've been worried about the fat more than the potassium this week. So maybe I didn't do as well with that as I could have done. I don't know. I'm kind of self-questioning. Let's just get to the weigh-in. I'm sure you guys know what we're talking about here, so we may as well get to it, show you, and then we can discuss it. So let's get to the weigh-in. Okay, so as you can see, I weighed in today at 177.2, which is a 2.8 pound gain for the week. I did all my measurements and I didn't lose any or gain any. I just stayed the same, which that's the goal. So yay for that. So yeah, the 3 pounds basically that I put on the scale, let's talk about that. Half I was expecting it. This is my midweek in my lady cycle. It's when I am fertile, and that is where I tend to retain water and have forever. I was secretly hoping we were going to get through another cycle without having this happen, because last month I was able to get past that. But I think last month I was really doing those cutting macros, and that probably is partially why. I was really careful this week. I didn't do a lot of keto treats other than, of course, adding heavy cream and things like that to my food. Actually ate fewer bars because the gosh dang bars are too low in fat. My bars. I'm sad. My Julian Bakery bars are so yummy. I ate one today because I just needed one. They're so yummy and I love them so much. And I'm so sad they're not in high fat. We'll see how that goes. But for now, I'm trying not to eat many of them. I did add some almond flour things. I don't know if that maybe has partially to do with it. And yesterday, I did have a keto cake, because you guys, if you're not new here, know how much I love those things when I'm in maintenance. I like to eat a keto cake like every day, and I'm going to be buying the heck out of those things, especially because the Keto Cakes company now sells cheesecake and cookies. Like, what? And they're fat bombs, and that's what I need. So woot, right? They're like 33 grams of fat for a cupcake and 8 grams of protein. So now I'm glad they do it that way. Even though when I'm in weight loss mode, I'm sad because I can't eat them. Now I'm happy because I'm looking for food that I can eat that has higher fat, and these will work. So I only have had one of those this week, and I was already this weight yesterday before I ate it. So I can't blame the keto cake on it. I really don't know. I did get really sore from ballet this week, like more so than usual. I really worked out the gluteus maximus, and I couldn't sit down for like a day. Oh my gosh. So, maybe it's something to do with that. I don't know. What I have learned through my journey. If you have watched me for any length of time, you will know that I have to just shrug these kind of things off and just go, who knows? You can analyze and evaluate and try and change things and do things like that, but really all comes down to patience wins out. And right here, I'm trying to figure out maintenance. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if I do it long enough time to really be able to gauge. I've done it before, so I did maintenance for 3 months in the spring. I did March through May, basically tracking loosely lazy keto, eating higher protein, higher fat, and I still put on 6 pounds of lean mass and lost 2 pounds, which that's great. If that happens this time, I will actually be thrilled, because as you guys saw, if you watched my loose skin video, if you didn't watch it, it's right there. Go check it out. It's kind of scary, but I loved it. I was proud of myself for getting out there, out of my comfort zone. And you guys, can I just say, I'll just stop here for a minute and say thank you for being so kind to me. I haven't responded to a lot of comments because I've mostly spent the morning just kind of crying and reading your words. I'm going to process them and go back and say thank you to you for the time that you took to just lift me up on this beautiful Sunday. I debated whether or not I was going to keep it one more day. I was really worried about it. I actually prayed so hard about it yesterday. I prayed and prayed over it because it is our, if you're a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you know that it's conference weekend. And yesterday we had a glorious session for the women and young girls and girls basically 8 and up. And we got to go and feel spiritual words. And during that whole entire session, I was praying over this video, whether or not I should show it, whether or not it was going to help someone, or whether or not it was just for YouTube, for the views, for whatever. I really had to do some introspection and really decide, am I doing this for a beneficial reason, or am I doing this for a prideful reason? It was kind of painful and heart-wrenching, but in the end, God spoke to me and said, this is for the benefit of others. You may not have done it no. This is for the benefit of others, and it is important to expose, be vulnerable, and let people see what they might be up against if they decide to do this, and give them hope that maybe it won't be so bad. So I went for it this morning. Actually, I only got 5 hours of sleep, and I woke right up when I was supposed to put the 24 hours, when I was supposed to put it up. And I woke out of a dead sleep after having only 5 hours of sleep and was just like, turn it on. So it's on. If you missed it, like I said, it was back there. Go check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was hard for me to do, but I'm really happy that I did it. Back to maintenance. Trying to figure this out is going to be tricky. I haven't bought the meter yet. Thank you so much for all of your suggestions. I'm definitely looking into that. Hopefully going to have time to do that soon. I didn't have time yesterday, and I am not going to have time today. So hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on that, because I really want to determine if I can raise my carbohydrate level a little bit. So I will talk about that more in my DEXA scan video probably, but suffice it to say that I did raise my carbohydrate level a little bit this week, and I feel like I stayed in ketosis. That's how it is rolling around here. Now, do I think that I ate enough calories to put on 3 pounds of fat? No. Okay, so my BMR, basal metabolic rate from sitting here is like 1554 based on my lean mass, right? And I consumed 1,800 calories for 4 days and 2,300 calories for 3 days this week. And so if I add that up, it barely adds up to a 2,600 calorie surplus, which isn't even enough for 1 pound of fat gain. And of course, I was not sedentary. I was very active, did all of my dance classes, and of course, chasing around all my little kids. I definitely am not a sedentary person anymore. So I really don't believe any of it could be fat. Though I'm always trepidatious when I'm doing the higher calorie and the scale goes up, and it happens to me every time, and I'm just nervous. I don't really want to see the scale go back up into the 180s. So here's hoping that this week won't be too terrible. I'm hoping that this week I can just stay where I'm at or go down and not go into the 180s, because I think mentally I just don't want to see that again. So anyway, it went great. I feel like it went okay. I feel like it's gonna take me a minute to get a handle on it. I don't drink coffee, so I can't do bulletproof coffee. And I also it grosses me out, the thought of swallowing, drinking fats. I don't know. I've just been kind of against that for so long. I can't imagine doing it. Unless I add some more heavy cream, maybe to Creo Brew. I need to buy some Creo Brew. I'm out. I don't want to get too desserty with it, but I feel like that's where it leads. I don't really have a lot of fat cuts of meat, and I can't really buy that because Dave is doing weight loss keto, and so it's kind of like, I don't know. Trying to figure all that out is going to be a little bit tricky. And I'm going out of town next week. On the 16th, I'm going to be heading up to Washington. So if there's anybody in the Washington area, I think it's just 30 minutes north of Seattle where we will be. I will be there for about a day and a half, 2 days, doing engagement portraits for my son and his new fiance. She is staying up in Washington for a few months, and so we are going to head up there. So if anybody's interested in getting together for a keto meetup, email me at ketochaos@gmail.com, put Washington Meetup in the subject, and I'll see if we can organize something. And if not, oh well, it's okay. But I figured there might be some of you up there that maybe could drive up and say hello. I should get there the night of the 16th and be there the 17th and 18th, and then on the 19th I'll be going home. I'll be leaving early in the morning. So 17th and 18th of October, I will be in Washington. So if you would like to meet me, I would love to hang out with you. And don't be nervous about meeting me. I felt like when I went to Florida, the only people that dared to come and meet me were fellow YouTubers. I just want you guys to know I'm very approachable. I love chatting, and I would love to meet you and answer any questions in person that you have. If you want to go out to eat, we can. If you just want to get together at the park, we can say hello. Whatever you want to do. So email me. I'm serious. Email me if you would like to get together in Washington on the 17th or 18th. Okay. I think that's all I've got for you. I don't have any tips. Sorry. All those of you who watch these videos and get ticked at me for not giving any tips. I don't give tips in every video. These videos on Sundays are my processing videos. These are where I talk through my stuff. I talk about what I'm doing. I bear it all out there. I've cried. I've laughed. I've been happy. I've been sad. I've been nervous. You know, this is where I show me and let you guys know that I'm just a real person doing this. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a crazy willpower freak. I'm not a gym rat. I'm just a mom of 9 kids, a 44-year-old mom of 9 kids, trying to lose weight and sharing my journey with you guys. So if this video meant anything to you and you enjoyed this video, I do have links in the About section below to my Teespring store where I offer super cute Keto Chaos merchandise and carnivorous t-shirts, which are super cute. I say carnivorous across the front. So if that's the kind of thing you'd like to try, that supports my channel. And also, I have a Patreon account. Sometimes I announce my Patreon account in the community tab. That's just to let you know the types of videos that I post in Patreon first. But basically, I post 24 hours before everyone else. Things like my skin video or like my DEXA scan video coming up or any recipes. I do have a pumpkin recipe coming up very soon for a dinner, like a dinner and a pumpkin type of thing for fall. So if that's the kind of thing you're interested in and you want to show support for this channel, every donation gets access to those videos 24 hours before. And I do have other things that I offer for higher monetary value. And I do also offer coaching services. I currently have 2 coaching spots available. So if you want one of them, it's $120 for 4 weeks of personal coaching. And I will participate as much or as little as you want me to, and we will start where you are at, and we will go from there. So it can be someone that's been doing keto for a really long time and just needs a little tweaking, or someone who's totally new to keto and just wants help getting started. Either way, I'm happy to help you progress in your journey. So those are some ways that you can help this channel to be sustainable and to keep going, because I want to keep inspiring and motivating you guys to have the same success with a ketogenic way of eating that I have had, and the same freedom that I am able to enjoy. Also, if you have any video ideas or questions that you would like made into a video, I'm always willing to consider those. So go ahead and comment that below. Don't forget to ask me your questions, because I love to help in every way that I can. Well, I guess that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you made it to the end of this video, you are my awesome favorite. I appreciate everything that you guys do for me, and I appreciate all the love and support. This YouTube journey has been amazing, and I'm grateful for every second of it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. We'll talk to you all again soon.